Hello, my name is Benjamin Vedrenne-Cloquet. I'm a partner at Ibis Capital and CEO and co-founder of IMPACTX2050. IMPACTX2050 is a global community of industry leaders, entrepreneurs, growth investors, and asset managers, all sharing the same goal: connecting capital and technology for impact. We focus on three industries: education, health, and food. Three industries currently transformed by unprecedented level of investment and innovation. Three industries that we believe will impact more than others the 2050 generation. Our community not only curates tech and investment trends globally in edtech, health tech, and food tech, but we also every week put the spotlight on impact-driven innovators and investors to listen to their impact stories. Profitable, sustainable, inclusive is how we define impact. What is your definition? Welcome to IMPACTX 2050, and please join me to welcome our next guest.
Hello, my name is Matti Niebelschütz. I'm born and raised here in Berlin, Germany, in the beautiful year of 1985. I'm founder and managing director of CoachHub. And I'm going to talk about the future with you, the future of learning and development.
Matti, welcome. Welcome to IMPACTX 2050. You are the co-founder and CEO of CoachHub. And before we talk about your business, let me start with a personal question. Is there someone, defining moment in your life that led you to work in, I guess, the future of work or the human capital industry and create a great business?
Yeah, absolutely. And I was reflecting on this when starting the business a little over 4 years ago. Actually, when I was a first-time manager 15 years ago, I was in a fortunate situation to have access to coaching right away. And I mean, everyone who has been a first-time manager knows it's very challenging because you learn all this great stuff at university. But what you don't learn is how to manage your people, how to manage your stakeholders. And I didn't even know how to manage myself. So coaching really was transformational for me. And it took me 10 years to realize that this is something I want to make more accessible for the whole world.
And so on that point, I mean, you stand for democratization of coaching, right? That is at the heart of your mission and vision. Tell me a bit more about CoachHub and how it differentiates versus other coaching platform. Why is it unique? Why does it work better?
Yeah, absolutely. So you're right. Our vision is to democratize coaching for people of all career levels worldwide. And, you know, many top-level executives already use coaching. Many top sports people, many top politicians. But if you look throughout the organization, it's really rare, which is a pity because coaching is so powerful and actually it's even much more effective and efficient than I would say pretty much any other L&D spend. So our vision is to really support the whole workforce eventually. Of course, this is a long journey. We have to start somewhere. We're all pioneers. We're 4 years in now, and there's lots of work ahead. What is really making us here at CoachHub is unique is our strong dedication towards quality, towards really making coaching accessible for everyone, and really towards global, towards a global ambition. So we are, after 4 years already, 850 people from all over the world, from over 50 nations. And I think that's very unique, especially for a company with a distinct European DNA.
Mm-hmm. And how do you measure the impact of coaching? Is there science behind this? Is there technology? I mean, how do we know coaching delivers for you at CoachHub?
This is a great question. And I think you have to bear in mind who is our target group. On one hand, very important, and that's in line with our vision, it's the individual. We want to change lives. We want to transform lives. At the same time, we also want to transform organizations because the 21st century is the century of constant change, and it's not, we don't have big assets, big machines anymore, but our people. That's our big asset. So we're measuring impact pretty much in line with how does success look for a client, and that differs from use case to use case. If it's a diversity, equity, and inclusion program, probably the success KPIs look slightly different than a talent development or well-being program. So really custom to each use case. Overall, there's always a very significant ROI for your investment in coaching.
And how do you select the coaches on the platform? I mean, I have this maybe stupid idea that a coach needs to be a super achiever, a person that is, better than you in many shape or form, but maybe that's not the case.
And I think that's the special thing about coaching. Your coach really is someone who supports you and helps you to find your solution and to become a better version of yourself. So our coaches are, of course, very experienced. They all have a great education as coaches. They all have an industry background as well. And then, luckily, we live in a world where we have been able to provide a great experience for our coaches. We really ease their life a lot by really focus on what they love, which is to do the coaching. So we get a lot of interest from the industry, and our acceptance rates for coaches actually is below 5%. And I believe this is actually harder to get into the pool than to get into MIT. So quite proud of the quality that we are having.
Okay, that's amazing stat. And what are the global trends in coaching?
Honestly, I would say coaching is the trend.
Exactly,
If you look 20, 30 years ago, like the coaching, most people didn't even know what coaching was. Even today, in some regions around the world, there is not a word for coaching. In some Asian markets, coaching, training, it's all the same word. So we're still in a very early industry. And I think what is new is actually that coaching is not something exclusive anymore to very few people, but coaching is a powerful tool that we can unleash to transform the entire organization, the whole workforce, plus for a good cause.
And talking about this year, 2022, it's not been a very easy year for tech companies, but CoachHub raised 220 million in a Series C. So first, well done, because it's not a small achievement. And second, where do you want to take the business with that capital? What's the vision for CoachHub 2030, let's say?
Thanks a lot. I mean, definitely, I can say I'm very glad I'm working with my own coach because I really needed it this year. Let's be honest. When we went out on the back of very strong Q4 numbers, we all thought, oh, all right, January, it's going to be a walk in the park, 6 weeks and we are done. The reality, no, it was 6 months. And it was really a hard journey with a very good result. We're very proud of this. We found great partners, and this investment is enabling us to take the business to the next step and actually all the way towards achieving our vision to make coaching accessible to people of all career levels worldwide. So we are significantly investing on one hand in our global team, who's working with the clients, who's working with the coaches, who really is delivering our solution, at the same time heavily investing in our product and tech backbone. We have set up our own coaching lab who's driving the science behind coaching, because this is a new industry. So in 30 years from now, the industry will be looking very different, much more matured, and Gartner is predicting, that is not me, by the end of this decade, any major organization will have implemented digital coaching at scale. So happy to help.
Okay, very good. Matti, I'm guessing you're a lifelong learner. I mean, obviously you've been coach for quite a while, so you are, working on self-improvement. What are you learning those days, and what are you working on?
Currently, my biggest learning is to reinvent my position, because being founder and CEO of a 5, 10, 20 people organization is a completely different job than today with almost 1,000 people, and it is a big challenge. So I'm constantly learning, okay, how does my new role look like? How can I grow? How can I develop? Never ending story, I would say.
And you use your own coach, I guess, for that. You're not self-coaching, right?
Absolutely. I'm working with my coach for quite a while now, and actually everyone at CoachHub is working with their own coach.
Without saying who this person is, I mean, is this person on the platform?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I've never been a coach outside of CoachHub, and that's since 4 years now.
Very good, very good. You believe in your product. That's great. Let's move now to the rapid fire section of the interview. So I'm going to ask you questions and you have to answer by A or B, right?
Okay.
Coach or technology?
Coach.
Talent or capital?
Talent.
Degree or skills?
Potential.
Remote work or every day in the office?
Hybrid.
Okay, this one you can't answer. You have to answer. Sorry, by A or B. Profit or impact?
The tough
That's
one.
hard.
As a business, I have to be honest. As a business, it's profit because we need the
Okay.
profit to make an impact.
Okay. Are you concerned about impact? Is that something that you think about in your organization?
Impact is something very close to our heart. So actually, we set up an initiative, CoachHub for Good, where we are coaching pro bono with our coaches. At the same time, we just got certified carbon neutral, and there's a lot of other things that we are working towards to actually make a positive impact in the world. Yes.
Okay, well, I'm glad I asked the question because you answer profit, but you're actually doing quite a lot of things for impact. And usually that's the way around. So very good. If you had, one prediction for the future of, I guess, the knowledge economy or the human capital economy or future of work, what would be that prediction?
The future will be human because it will be technology enabling human to scale. We're using a lot of AI within our platform, but AI is never replacing humans. It's always enabling them, making them more efficient and making the work more impactful.
Okay. And finally, last question. Who would you like to nominate to be the next interviewee and tell us why this person?
I would love to nominate Jeroen from Speed Invest because he is very smart, knows the industry very well, and I have learned a lot from him as our board member.
Very good. Matti, thank you very much. This was Matti Niebelschütz for IMPACTX2050. Thank you very much.
Thank you.